Welcome, Scorpio, to your next 72. Let's go ahead and see what messages come out for you. All right, Scorpio. For those of you who are new to your spiritual guide in life, welcome. As you can see that this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Thank you. For those of you who have already subscribed, Scorpio, may you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. Okay? All inquiries, email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Messages come in for you. Understand what channel messages that come in, Scorpio, may be referencing to the past, present, current, or come. All right. If you don't resonate, Scorpio, that's okay. Store it in your safe deposit box. Use it for when you need, especially when you have a deja vu. Especially you're at a standstill trying to make a decision to go to the left, to the right, or to press forward, or to simply stand still. Foremost, to steadfast. All right. So let's go ahead. What is your overall direction? What is Scorpio's overall direction for the next 72? Scorpio's overall direction for the next 72. Scorpio, I have not done your BTS behind the scenes yet, but I will do that, okay? You can always come back to this next 72 and look in the description box because your BTS behind the scenes are no longer being done on YouTube. You're going to have to go to the podcast to see your behind the scenes, all right? All right. What does Scorpio need to see overall direction? All right, we have the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. All right. This is involving someone else. Okay. Right now, you're wanting to put your priorities. All right. You're trying to pinpoint what your priorities are in the next 72, or someone is a priority in the next 72. If it is not a person, place, or thing, it's more so you're trying to figure out, trying to tap into what is more of a priority, okay? And then we have the 9 of Wands here. This is setting boundaries, okay? So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign, and then we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, 2 of Pentacles, and 9 of Wands. So it's kind of like it's a priority in the next 72 to set boundaries, okay? What else does Scorpio need to see within the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands for the next 72? Okay. The Fool. Someone is a wild card, okay? They're unpredictable. Okay, someone may find you unpredictable in the next 72. It's kind of like Scorpio. If I was to judge a book by its cover, looking at this Fool is more so like, it's not that I don't believe you, Scorpio, or it's not that you don't believe someone. Someone is unpredictable. Okay, the 9 of Wands, you guys know that's when the 9 of Wands comes, it lets me know that whatever the circumstance or situation is, this too will pass, right? It's not that you don't have support. It's more so that whatever it is at this time, you have to take full You have to take full responsibility, Scorpio, and do what you have to do necessary. Moving forward in the next 72, it's not about having thoughts of betrayal, secrets, people lying on you, or you deceiving yourself, okay? That's not the issue in the next 72. The issue is you taking the forefront, right? Leading by example, not waiting for someone to make you a priority, and not slowing down what you need to do to become someone's priority. So I feel like you're definitely setting boundaries here. All right. So if that didn't resonate with you, that's okay. Scorpio. We'll see what other messages come up for you that may resonate with you. All right. What other messages do you have for Scorpio? You may feel like you may feel at this time or within the next 72, like, because that could be what that 9 of Wands is. If it's still here, yeah. That could be more what this 9 of Wands is that you're feeling like you have a lot of responsibilities and you may feel like those responsibilities are not yours. Are you taking on responsibilities, right? And the end result is you feeling like you are doing everything, but with this expired, it's letting me know that those thoughts, that could be what the 7 of Swords is, telling yourself that you do everything. Okay. What other what messages do you have for Scorpio in the next 72? What messages do you have for Scorpio next 72? Look at that. There's that prioritize coming up. Remember I said in the next 72, it was being channeled with them, the 2 of Pentacles, having to prioritize, right? Whether that is putting someone of interest or your concern, people, places, or things in the next 72. There's a sense of setting some sense of boundaries. Either you're putting someone first or you are creating a boundary for someone. For the most part, Scorpio, I see you putting yourself first in the next 72. I really am not seeing you. It could be two different Scorpios that I'm channeling, because there's one that's you're prioritizing and putting yourself first, and then there's another Scorpio where it's kind of like it's involving someone else, but there's a boundary. Okay, you're putting up a boundary because you feel like you do everything. Yeah, because yes was coming up. What are the messages? We have audience. Okay, you may be looking for some type of recognition. All right, I feel like it's tied in with the 9 of Wands overall direction here with this boundaries. Okay, it's not about, and with the 7 of Swords in reverse, of not having in your mindset if someone's lying or someone's talking about there's a sense of betrayal. It's kind of like you are going to where you feel like you belong. Okay, whatever Scorpio, whoever you are that I'm channeling, it's like you're not looking for someone to pat you on the back. Pertaining to the energy that you are putting into or the time, it's more towards because you're making the time because you want to. Okay, and you're making that very, very, very clear. We have quit drinking here. Okay, that could be Capricorn devil energy as well. That could also be in the 9 of Wands as well, and that can also represent. This is how it came out. The 7 of Swords here. Okay, quit drinking doesn't necessarily have to do with alcohol. It could be literally having boundaries of accepting someone's cups. Cups deal with Scorpio, which is connected to your energy, your sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So Scorpio, cups deals with feelings, emotions, all issues of the hearts, the matters of the hearts, the emotions, okay? And there's a sense of, with the 7 of Swords, mentally, right? You're not deceiving yourself or other people. Because with this audience here, you may be feeling at this time that you're being judged by people here. And so you're prioritizing. What's so significant is that you're prioritizing your time, okay, as well as your energy. Giving the 6 of Pentacles energy, Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All right. But this says quit drinking. So this to me, right, not judging you, right, of any adversity, Scorpio. This is more so like pay attention to what's being served to you. Is it toxicity or is it healthy? Okay. So one thing, and whenever you need help, Scorpio, ask for help. It's okay. I feel like you have a boundary set up where people could be afraid to ask for help, or it has nothing to do with pride. It's more so, I was just telling someone today, I said, it's not that I don't need help, it's that I don't abuse asking for help. When I need help, that's when I ask. I don't just ask for help just because it's available. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oh wait, let me keep that up. Let's see what other messages come out for you, Scorpio. That's feminine energy. No gender role here. Let's take a look at masculine energy. Masculine energy is more logic. This feminine energy is more, especially with the situation of worrying about what people say, worrying about what people think, or needing a sense of attention in the next 72. It's more so like there's a need to clean something up. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to do it with alcohol. It can literally just mean, um, in order to receive, make sure that it's not toxicity. Okay, when someone's offering you a cup. Okay, um, as metaphor wise and pertaining to prioritize, this is more so the boundaries here. The overall direction of the Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Normally, the overall direction, Scorpio, I normally just choose one, but because there's two, right, it could be a conflict in pertaining to your focus can be someone, or someone's focused on you in the next 72. They're focused on what it is you need to do, right? And it could be this audience is someone is gossiping about you. Someone has your name in your mouth, right? And they're making it, it's a feminine energy that they're making it a priority, right? To discuss you, right? And the only way that they can be able to tap into you or get you in your emotions to where you react is that there's this sense of this chain of reaction of someone else involved letting you know, right? Filling your cup, whether it's toxicity, goodness gracious, toxicity, or whether it's a healthy communication where someone is telling you what is being said about you. But the person who is saying something about you, right? This is more so of a judgment, okay? Um, and the fact that you already awaken, I really feel like this feminine energy or no gender role, it's not that you're not aware. I don't feel like you care, right? So I feel like that's what that Nine of Wands is of, you know, not really caring because there's this boundary of, it's like you gotta try a little harder, especially with this acting. It's like you gotta try a little harder to get me to react. Masculine energy. We have delegated here. So someone's trying to start hot mess gossip, okay? Or there is a feminine energy who's created an audience, right? And this person, when they're communicating with you, they're remember I told you this Fool is like a wild card. They're unpredictable. Someone's unpredictable, right? They tell you that, oh no, I'm not talking about you. I didn't say nothing, right? But yet they did, knowing that you're trying to fix whatever. A reason why I'm just saying adversity is because we have quit drinking. But I don't feel like it is a substance. I feel like it is more so of your energy, Scorpio, cup energy, dealing with the matters of the heart, the emotions. Someone, I feel like it's as if you tell someone what they need to know, right, as a support system, but they don't get it. It's like you got to constantly keep telling someone the same goddamn thing. And I don't feel like you're irritated here, but there's someone behind the scenes that is afflicting someone else. That's giving that where it's like, okay, the only way that example I can give you is kind of like, let's say I have a best friend, Scorpio, right? And my best friend has a best friend. My best friend is always telling my best friend about me, right? And then when I talk to my best friend don't tell me what her best friend or his best friend is telling them about me because they don't want to start an argument. So when my best friend come around, my best friend don't have no boundaries, but my best friend's best friend don't have a problem with telling me the conversations that they have regarding me, right? So now I'm looking at my best friend and my best friend's best friend, like, why are you talking about me to your best friend? So it's kind of like, in all respect, that could have triggered me, right? Me telling my best friend, don't be talking about me to your best friend when you're not telling me what's being said, right? Why do I gotta hear from your best friend when you my best friend? So it's kind of like someone's putting up boundaries here, okay? And I feel like there's a sense of not confiding. This quit drinking is giving me more so of, okay, it's not that you don't trust someone in the next 72. It's kind of like, I'm not filling your cup. When you need somebody to talk to, I got to hold back my cup from filling you up because you're unpredictable. It's kind of like you say one thing, but you do that, but you do the next. What else do we have? We have triumph. Okay. So this is letting me know that a masculine energy is doing what they're saying, doing what they like. If a masculine says, I'm going to the store, the masculine went to the store. They didn't go do XYZ, right? And a side note, and then, going to another city and then coming back. No, they went to the store and they come back. Pertaining to this feminine energy, there's a feminine energy that's mad that a masculine energy no longer is making them a priority for whoever Scorpio you are. Either than that, there is a feminine energy, right, that is siding sides with the masculine energy. All right, separating the two of no counterparts being together. It's just more so of a feminine energy here, putting themselves first, right? And your names and places or people are speaking about you at this time. Behind the scenes, I really don't feel like you know what's being said about you, and what could be said about you is about you drinking. Okay, if we're just going to be straightforward, there's a conversation about a female energy about their drinking. Okay, and there's a masculine energy talking positive about a feminine energy. And pertaining to a masculine energy and moving this feminine energy, there is a masculine that says they mean what they say and they do what they say. And if a masculine energy is working on themselves, they are being very successful in the next 72. Okay, let's go ahead. If none of those messages, Scorpio, resonated with you, or if they didn't, go with your story at this time, that's okay. Let's go ahead and see what other messages come out for the next 72. And I will work on that behind the scenes. And when I do it, I will go to this next 72 and post it in the description box. I didn't even realize the whole day passed by, Scorpio. I had taken a nap, right? And I remember I woke up, look at my phone, right? And I was like, I think I'm gonna take another nap. And it's 10 o'clock. I said, oh no, I gotta finish the reading. And then when I looked to see that I just finished Scorpio, I thought, Taurus. I said, oh, Scorpio is next. And Scorpio, we was talking about you today, so I was like, okay. What messages do you have for Scorpio for the next 72? Let me drink some water, Scorpio. Oh, I think I need to put that in the freezer. Make it cold. Messages do you have for Scorpio? Scorpio, overall focus is soul expansion. Okay, it says Scorpio for the next 72. It says your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Okay, so this is letting me know in the next 72. Okay, for some of you Scorpios, if you're feeling this shift, or if you're feeling like this Seven of Swords in reverse, like you like something is different. Something feels different. Right? What's going on? What's going on? It's you're present, right? It's like you're fully aware of what's going on. Okay, your mind is not elsewhere. All right. And what I love about this soul expansion is a sense of maturity, right? If this is pertaining to you, you're no longer fooling yourself, right? It's kind of like facts is facts. Okay. All right. What does Scorpio need to see within this soul expansion? And so it's kind of like, don't nobody need to make a believer out of you, or you don't need to make a believer out of anybody in the next 72. The Seven of Wands, you may come off as defensive to somebody in the next 72. For having to prove yourself, whoever you are with the Seven of Wands. What I love about the Seven of Wands, Scorpio, is because you can look at it in two perspectives. You can look at this Seven of Wands as if you're pushing people off of you, right? This could be people opinions, right? Saying that you're wrong, right? Giving you the wrong type of energy, the wrong type of vibes, and you like, get up off me. Like, I need good vibes. I'm not with no bad vibes. I'm not with gossip. I'm not with arguing, right? You're standing your grounds. Another way that you can look at this Seven of Wands is that people are actually trying to help you. They're trying to hand you your wand, right? Because, you didn't see it. Where is the Nine of Wands, right? Support system behind you. There's people that support you are trying to hand you, right? Wands deal with drive. They deal with plans, work, travel, communication. So it's kind of like people are trying to assist, right? But you don't see it. Okay. So it's two ways to look at that. Let me put that back. So yeah, in between the Nine of Wands, after the shuffle, we have the Six of Pentacles at the forefront, and behind the scenes, we have the Queen of Swords. So you are definitely present, right? There's the Queen of Swords, meaning, you know what I'm saying? You could say what you have to say, but it's not going to change wherever your set mind focuses, or whatever you believe at this time in the next 72. You are being mindful of who you give your energy to in the next 72. What other messages? There's that toxicity I was telling you about. Remember I said about that drinking of emotions? You see this wine that's being spilt out of this cup? If you ever pay attention in tarot, when there's a spilt cup, sometimes these cups, if it's red wine, it could be a sacrifice. It could be toxicity. It could be blood, right? But for the most part, if you ever look at tarot, when a cup is spilled, it's clear. When it's clear, right, it's not toxicity. So this is letting me know that you are not accepting any form of intoxicity, whether it's gossip, whether it's arguments, whether it's someone just trying to start something, a feud. I feel like, mind you, this is in the upright. I feel like that's what the boundary is. Okay. What other messages do you have for Scorpio in the next 72? What do you want to see? What Scorpio need to see? Okay. You keeping things under control. And that's what I loved with this soul expansion overall focus on the next 72 is the fact there's a sense of maturity. Okay. You don't have to tell someone that you're an adult, okay? You're acting like an adult in the next 72. Scorpio, if that does not resonate with you, that is okay. You know why? We're going to go ahead and look at your rebel energy and see what messages come out for you. What does Scorpio need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? What messages? What does Scorpio need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? Scorpio, it says, where the fuck is your sense of humor? So it's being suggested, right? It's kind of like today's a new day. Laugh, enjoy yourself, have a clean state. There's no worry. I didn't see you worrying here, but there could be a sense of a trigger, right? That can cause you to have your guards up. So I feel like you being present and setting a boundary allows this maturity to show, okay? And it's being, and what you need to acknowledge is kind of like loosen up, enjoy yourself in the next 72. Your focus, I don't feel like you're manipulating yourself mentally. I just feel like your focus is on people, places, or things, okay? With the Two of Wands, okay? A sense of direction, but being present, kind of like knowing what you want, but within this want, it's this things are making sense. It's kind of like a piece, you finally, you have the last piece to a puzzle, and it's kind of like, okay, once I put this puzzle here, the puzzle is complete. It's given that sense of energy. And pertaining to what you need to speak about in rebel energy, about it being just a principle, I feel like you could be telling someone like, yeah, loosen up, smile, have fun, enjoy yourself, okay? Especially since it's around the holidays. Just a little FYI. Let's go ahead and take a look at challenges and obstacles. Scorpio. Yeah, soul expansion. It says in the next 72, your conscious is expanding, okay? You could be studying something, you could be looking into something, okay? But what I love about this is that whatever it is in pertaining to you being pressed, or what information that you're obtaining in the next 72 is connecting you to, it's kind of like, whether it's things from the past to this point, it's kind of like things are making sense, right? Right. What message do you have for Scorpio? We have Treasure Island here, right? Taking your time. Okay, something that means there is a chest, right, full of dinero, coin, treasure. What man would think is valuable, right? And I feel like this treasure here is a sense of knowledge, okay? And whatever this knowledge is, you're present, right? It's more so of using the knowledge is what's helping you take your time to maneuver in the next 72. And what I love about this is this water energy, right? That this turtle is going to the other side. It's calmer waters, right? There's no confrontation. So it's like expect in the next 72 that it's like, all right, next 72, everything's going good, despite of what could be going on behind the scenes. Because you saw a lot of feminine energy, gossip and stuff like that. But I don't feel like that is a trigger, okay? Your focus, or what it is that you're carrying, whatever knowledge, especially with this soul expansion is, it's more, I feel like that could be what the priority is. Now, pertaining to challenge, pertaining to this treasure island, it could be mindful of not setting a boundary, because someone could be trying to make you look down on yourself, or make you look down on a situation, or try to distract you from getting to the other side, making progress. Okay, having the courage to take a grip, to prioritize whatever it is that you need to make a priority. And pertaining to obstacle is either you're watching someone get to the other side, and you just want to make sure they get safely to the other side. And that can literally be watching to see if someone says what they're going to do, or watching someone's progress, right? Their maturity, their growth in life. And it's like, don't get lost in that, okay? Because do you have all of the necessities that you need to be on an hour watch to watch someone? But are you at a distance? Are you on land? Are you looking through a telescope? Right? So it's kind of like, it's kind of tricky. But in pertaining to what tools that you can utilize is that you don't have to rush anything in the next 72. You can take your time, right? And knowing but being present is more important than being distracted. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull your goddess oracle, Scorpio. Yeah, I need to put my water in the freezer. I want some cold water. All right, what messages do you have for Scorpio, goddess oracle, for the next 72? And we have the arts here. It says express yourself through creative activities. So it's being suggested in the next 72, do what you love to do. Okay. And I see that that's where you find value, or you're watching someone do what they love to do. But in the most part, what keeps your energy at bay, right, is doing what you love to do. Or you may be feeling like someone's giving you a hard time in the next 72, and you're trying to keep your cool. Okay. Because remember, I told you the Seven of Wands is two different perspectives. It's either someone's giving you a hard time and they're recruiting people, right, to assist them with giving you a hard time, or there's assistance and you don't see that the help is there. Okay. And you're trying to keep your emotions under control. All right. So in the next 72, do things that you love to do, meaning things that you enjoy. Okay. So it's kind of like tapping into your inner child. Okay. I feel like also a Scorpio, when you tap into your inner child and you're happy, there's someone who's also an adult who doesn't know how to do that. So they may find you as childish. And it's not that someone doesn't get that to enjoy life, you have to, feel young. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at foolish energy, Scorpio. Allegedly, what messages do you have for Scorpio pertaining to foolish energy for the next 72? That's too many. You could be trying to figure out what it is that you like to do, by trial and error. And that's not a bad thing, Scorpio. It's kind of like say someone says, you know what, I think I'm interested in kayaking, right? But a person who has experience with kayaking, right, doesn't tell you the effects of kayaking. They make you learn a learning lesson like they did. So you go kayaking, right? You in this tube by yourself like a canoe, and then after experience, now your body is hurting real bad. You didn't understand how much of body strength is involved in canoeing. Okay, just like riding a horse. You work muscles that you didn't realize you're using, and your legs is uncomfortable. And it's kind of like, it's not that no one's telling you about the experience, it's about you having to find out for yourself. And it's not an ill intention, it's just more so, it's not even a secret, it's just kind of like, is that an interest of something that you're willing to push through? Because eventually, after you do what you enjoy doing, that will pass. Okay. So it's kind of like, if you like writing, okay, in the beginning, you may not really be in the writing spirit, But if you keep practicing and make a habit, then you start enjoying it. All right. I made a post today that said, Scorpio, it said, I said, let me see, because I don't want to add no words. I don't want to add no extra words to what I said. I said this, Scorpio. I said, I said, when you say you love what you do, God will test you just to see if you do. And I feel like that's my testimony, right? So it's kind of like you're not, it's like in the next 7 years, you could just be testing out new things just to see if you like it. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's this energy. If you say, yeah, I like fishing, right? I feel like there's a person in the behind the scene like, you don't like fishing. Why you gonna go fishing? You don't know how to fish. Instead of being in good spirits, right? Like, okay, let's go fishing. You know what I mean? It's someone that just talks negative. And I feel like that's where you're maturing. It's like that doesn't trigger you anymore. Okay. A lot of calm waters here. But I do put this in this king in cups. There could be some boiling point situations, but you're under control. Your emotions are under control. All right. Any foolish energy for Scorpio? We have the 5 of Wands. Okay. It's like whatever you let go of, you will be a fool to allow that to bother you again, or you will be a fool to put yourself back into a situation that you got yourself out of. Okay. In the next 72. Let's take a look at shadow energy. Scorpio. Whoever this nagging person is, right, that just lies for no reason, they're trying to figure out, they want your attention. They thrive off of you being triggered. And the fact that you're present in the next 72 is what I definitely like about your you being present and your consciousness expanding in the next 72. Okay. So it's not, I feel like whoever this person that's a nagger, you know, they feel like they're not getting your attention like they used to. It could be someone that confides in you and you're not really giving them that much energy anymore. So someone's watching your maturity in the next 72 and they feel left out and they can mature with you. Okay. Maybe I'm hearing that they don't understand, like they don't comprehend that. It's kind of like having to lead by example. But your leading by example, Scorpio, has to do with teaching. And it's about how you're being taught, for someone to understand that it's not that you've let go of them either manipulating you or, you know, telling you things that you don't need to hear that will cause you to think differently of others. It's just this person just is used to being the center of attention. Okay. Or this could be you, right? Trying to figure out why things are changing, why things are not the same. Okay. Looking at life differently. Anywho, what messages for shadow energy for Scorpio for the next 72? What messages for Scorpio? We have the Hierophant, Virgo energy. And what I love about the Hierophant, if this was not in shadow energy, it would be more so of an assignment. It will be more so of traditional energy. But the fact that it's in shadow energy, there's Aries there's toxicity. It could be a twin flame situation. And you know how I feel about twin flames, Scorpio. Twin flames, yeah, it's, you have your fun, rebel, you know what I mean, times. But at the end of the day, a twin flame is a toxic energy. It's going to always get worse. Okay. It's kind of like makeup, sex, fucking. It's real toxic. You know what I mean? happiness is short-lived. It can last a day, it can last a week. No more. I don't even think that happiness lasts as a whole month. Like, it's a toxic relationship. It's someone that's just like you, right? Two minds that are bump heads. Okay. So this Hierophant here in shadow energy, Scorpio, this could be the person that is getting on your nerve in the next 72. Or it could be a Taurus, Aries, or this could be the energy in pertaining to this toxicity. It's kind of like, I want to make sure, because my mind is blank. I'm not getting anything. You may think that someone acts like an Aries or a Taurus. It's something to do with like I heard matching souls. Like I don't know. It's like information. You may get some downloads, or you may see something. It makes a believer out of you, because we have soul expansion as an overall energy, meaning your consciousness. Either you're learning something, or you're present and you become aware of something in the next 72. The missing piece. Something is a missing piece here. I'm gonna come back to this shadow energy. Matter of fact, let's just get it out the way. Clarify this Hierophant, please. Clarify this Hierophant. The star in reverse. Aquarius, Aquarius sign, air sign. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be an Aquarius. It can also be a fire energy. It could be a fire energy to where, like, there's a boundary here within shadow energy of not being consumed. Something about not being consumed by toxicity. Okay, no, I have to stop there, because at some point, you know what I mean, I can't go that far into something. As much as I want to be nosy, Scorpio. Let's take a look at feminine energy. What messages do we have in feminine energy for the next 72? The wheel. Okay. Right. A feminine energy could be off and on, cold and hot, off and on, off and on. A feminine Scorpio, right? Either someone could be going through menopause, someone could be on a menstrual, someone could be thinking that they're pregnant. Okay. Someone is a feminine energy also could be going through I want to say a dark soul of the night, but it's not, because shadow energy is not that dark. All right. It's just more so of a feminine energy tapping into who they truly are. Okay. You may realize, noticing that someone is it's not coming out. It's like, you know how you look at somebody and be like, oh, okay, I see you. Okay, it's a feminine Scorpio. I see you over there, and no gender role attached, because any gender can be in feminine energy. So if you are a man and you're in feminine energy, it's just more so the feminine energy is accepting, right? Because masculine energy is more logic, okay? Separating yourself from the heart emotion. And I feel like with this feminine energy, it's kind of you're really paying attention to someone on how they feel, what triggers them, or this is you getting to the root when it comes to how you react to things. Because like I said, you're very present in the next 72. You know what's going on. Now, this feminine energy, it's either a repeated cycle, right? Because I told you someone's predictable. Okay, they're a wild card because the Fool came out. All right. So there's this new cycle that's going on within the next 72, and it's kind of like somebody for who they are, or someone is realizing who they are, or whatever that is. Okay, it's not giving me a identity crisis. It's just someone is pinpointing where the problem is. Okay, and if it's not a problem, someone is maturing. Okay, depending on the cycles here, but it is a new cycle. Oh, masculine energy, musician here. I like this musician. This musician is grounded. This musician has young energy, right? Meaning they love what they do, right? This is someone that whatever you put your mind to, right? You're going to get it done. You know that when you set your intentions, you don't doubt, right? This is like me saying, it's like saying like, I am strong, right? So I practice I am being strong, right? In order to know that you're strong, you have to actually not act, but actually practice. You have to actually have the experience of putting strong into action, right? Now, when it comes to acting strong, that's a false mask, okay? That's when you have those moments where someone's breaking down behind the scenes, right? There's no audience. So there's a feminine energy that is at the forefront, and what people see by looking at a book, judging a book, that someone is strong here. So, all right. But what I love about this musician, Scorpio, and masculine energy is the fact that you're aligned, and where you are currently in the next 72. It's kind of like you're right on time. You're in the right place. You're positioned where you are. It's kind of like being present in the way of gratitude and being thankful, right? Being more gentle with life, it's this maturity with this soul expansion. It's connected to that. Like you have full control over what it is you want to do. Okay, with this musician, I love this. So whatever your set intentions are, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's like put in the work and then let go. It's like whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's like do the work and then release it and allow it to truly to form. Okay, in the 3D. Okay, it's giving me creating heaven on earth here. Whatever this is, you love to do what you do, and it can't nobody tell you nothing less here. And it's not something you're hiding. That's what I love, and you're grounded. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at romantic oracle, Scorpio. All right, thank you for the likes. Let's go ahead and look at romantic oracles for the next 72. Scorpio, set your attention on whoever you're focused on, and then I will focus on you, Scorpio. So let's see what messages come up for you. If this next 72 did not resonate with you at all, that's okay, Scorpio. There are ongoing next 72s. You can always go to the podcast. There's a lot of collective and general readings. You can go to the playlist and look at your individual Zodiac folder, Scorpio. All right. It says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. This is also confirming the 2 of Wands. Okay. But in pertaining to self, be patient with yourself. It's kind of like when you learn something new, sometimes it can be overwhelming. But I love that you're being present and that you are taking your time and you're tapping in, you're testing out the waters. You know what I mean? So if you don't like to fish, it's kind of like, nah, I can watch. All the extra stuff. No, I'm good. It's giving me that energy. So pertaining to self, it's kind of like open up to yourself. Give yourself a chance. If you can't get it right one time, that's okay. Try again tomorrow. and the next day. And if you realize that it's just something that you're not interested in, don't make yourself do something you don't want to do. Let's shed some light on your reading. Or this is what you're telling somebody. Okay, you're trying to tell somebody like be kind to yourself, quit being hard on yourself. But if it's pertaining to um, uh, any type of relationship, you fill in the blank of the status of a relationship. It's saying give it a chance. If it has to do with family, it's like take time. Take one day at a time. Yeah, unified. Things are coming together. Masculine energy. And then we have prioritized feminine energy. Okay. We have great gathering. Okay. It's all coming together. All right. Do you believe it? Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation, Scorpio. It says the power. It says the power is within me. All right, Scorpio, that is your affirmation. Let's say it together. The power is within me. One more time. The power is within me. The next 72, this is the affirmation. You're not required to say it, but it will definitely help you, especially with this soul expansion. Okay. I'm proud that you are maturing. Okay. Congratulations. Right. You pat yourself on the back. Right. That takes a lot, right? When we gain maturity. So that's amazing. That's definitely a treasure. It adds value, right? To our spirit, to our soul. So spiritual abundance is more is something that you will still obtain, right? Compared to material abundance or wealth. Spiritual abundance is more accessible. Okay. I don't know how to explain it, but don't forget love is kind, Scorpio. Love is gentle. All right. That's your next 72.